Hello there beautiful people and welcome back. Today we're talking commissions and specifically character commissions because those are the commissions that I have open right now. This is gonna be a little bit of a long one with a lot of information, so I'll do a little timetable here with a little preview of what I will be going through in this video. Feel free to just jump back and forth if there's something that you want more information on, or something that you missed, or something that you don't want to hear about. You can just jump back and forth, but I'll also give this into the description down below so that you have a little template of the things that is important for me in a commission. So first and foremost, payment. What does it cost to commission me? Well, I've made this handy dandy little sheet here with different types of character design that I make. Outline and sketch, flat colors and cell colors, so it's just like simple color. And then I have the detailed version as well. So those are the three types that I can be commissioned to make. And in these I have head, bust and full body. And the prices differentiate between those three within the respective tiers of each. To pay me, I will take mobile pay for my Danish commissioners, and then there is PayPal, which I'm still getting into, and the way we'll take the payment is as follows. If you choose to commission me for a line art or a sketch, I'll take the entire payment up front, because a line art or a sketch will not take me that long to create. If you're choosing base colors, flat colors, cell shading, which is in the same category, then I'll take half of the payment up front and the second half after the line art phase before I begin the colors. And if you choose a detailed piece, then I'll take half of the payment up front and the second half after the base shading. And that's just how I will like to do it, because I would like to know that I'm being paid and I have a payment up front, so I don't end up making a piece which takes me hours and not getting any payment. Thank you. Now with the nitty-gritty and boring formal things out of the way, we're getting into the good stuff, which is knowing your character. What do you want? What are you here for? So when commissioning me, it's nice for me to know what you want. And it's just nice for me to know that you know beforehand what you want and have thought about your character, the one you want me to create. And the way I go about this is that I have a list or things that you should think about before commissioning me. First up is world and theme. What is the setting? Is it a D&D setting? Is it a fantasy setting? A sci-fi setting? Modern world? An era in our world? Far back? That's nice for me to know what genre I'm working with, so I can also do my research. Secondly, what are they? If it's in a D&D setting, are they human, elf, orc, something else? If it's in a sci-fi world, are they alien? Do they look human but not? It's just nice for me to know so I have something to go off. And also if you have links for resources that I can search on, that would be great. So what gender are they? Female? Male? Something else? And depending on your race, maybe the females and males look different from the stereotypical human. So that's also very nice to know. Also their age. For a human in their 50s, they will look completely different from an elf in their 50s, because age is also determined by race, or race is determined by age. So for that too would be very nice, and how that affects them. Then, what do they do? If it's in a D&D setting, what class are they? What subclass are they? Have they multi-classed? And how does this affect them? If it's not in a D&D setting, then what profession do they have? What do they do for a living? Are they a painter, a carpenter, electrician? Does it affect the way they look, also with the class in mind or their profession? Does their work attire affect how they look with what they wear, and how so? That's nice to know too. And now to the fun part, the one we've all been waiting for. What do they look like? How does their hair look like? Hairstyle, hair color? Is it something else than hair? Their skin tone? Is it within the human variety, or is it something else? Blue, purple, green, you name it. And then of course, clothes. What do they wear that also ties into their profession or their class? So what do they wear? What accessories do they have? Do they have jewelry? Or do their clothes adorn themselves with a lot of embroidery or gold or other things? The same thing goes if they have horns. Are those adorned with jewelry? That's also counted in as accessory. And then colors. Are they warm tone? Cool tone? Do you have a specific color theme in mind? If so, throw it my way. If you're in doubt, then search on Pinterest. All these things can be searched on Pinterest for inspiration of clothes and colors. I will get into that more later. Character quirks. So this is a little more of a nitty-gritty one. What sets your character apart from anyone else with the same description that you just gave me? Do they have scars? Freckles? Tattoos? Do they have glasses? Maybe a disability? A physical one that can be seen on your character? Maybe they are missing a limb, or they're blind, or they're sitting in a wheelchair. Who knows? But this is where you could set your character apart. And if you don't have any character quirks for your character, maybe find some. Because that's what sets your character apart from the regular ones. And under the quirks, there are also personal trinkets. So I know jewelry might be a trinket too, but is there something that your character wears or carries with them that is tied specifically to your character? For example, it could be a druid with a specific bear totem that they carried with them since they were a kid, and maybe they're clutching it in the piece. Something like that. Something that is connected to your character and not just a random jewelry or an earring. Now we know how they look, but what style is it in? As you can see on my page, I have different art styles within my own art style. I can do heavy line art, I can do no line art, I can do the in-between. Line art can be colored or black. I can do semi-realistic or very cartoonish. This is all up to you, but I would like for you to go through some of the pieces that I have created and pinpoint the ones that fit your aesthetic the best. Because it's easier for me to just make some variety within my own art style than taking another art style upon me. So for you to just give me a little example of what drawing of mine that you like, that would be a great help too. Is there anything else you want to add? This is now under other. Maybe you want a background added, or there's something specific about your character that wasn't mentioned before. Put all of this here, anything that you want to include in the piece. Also, if you have a background story for your character, put it in here. Anything you have of your character, put it in. I will gladly take something out, but it's more difficult for me to put something in that I don't know of. So just put anything you can think of in here. Inspiration. Inspiration is key for me when creating a character, and the way I like to go about it is going on to Pinterest. Pinterest is a great source to scroll through different pictures or images of things that you want your character to be. You can create separate boards and subboards of your character. And I have done this multiple times with my D&D characters, just to get a feel of who they are, what color schemes, what aesthetic. If there's a specific jewelry or piece of clothing or a hairstyle that I really like, put it in there and just share it with me. Give me a link or add me as an admin to it too. That's a great help for me, and it's a great help for you because then it's easier for me to make your picture. So I hope that this was helpful for you and that you will consider maybe commissioning me if you have the opportunity, if you have a character, because I love to see your ideas and inspiration. It's something else because I draw my own characters a lot, but it's nice to see where other people's heads go when they create a character or a world. Please stick around and have a great day. Bye!